All right, boys and girls, we are back. It's time for the Guys Weekend podcast. I am Josh Henny, along with, as always, the man with the plan, God's gift to nature,
Bathrooms.
the porcelain god himself,
Yes.
Brandon Parks.
Yes. I just got exciting news. They're putting a Buc-ee's in southeastern Ohio. If you've never been, highly recommend. And I also just seen a shirt on Facebook last night that said, I just took a massive shit in a Buc-ee's bathroom. And now I need it because now that I do the bathroom reviews, Buc-ee's holds the 5 stars, right? It's the best bathroom I've ever used. The janitors there make $75,000 a year. Not an inkling of poo-poo odor in the air. Like, it is so clean. It's like a fucking hermetically sealed room. You go in there, it's perfect. It smells great. It's very clean, spacious, plenty of privacy. It's great. Absolutely great. And I actually shortchanged Micah Rader. So Micah Rader and it's been a while. Micah Rader and Erica have a house now.
Yeah.
We went to their housewarming party, I don't know, a few weeks ago. And Micah Rader was like, hey, he goes, I got the bathroom set up for you. He's like, I'm ready for a review. It's ready to be reviewed. I think you'll enjoy it. And as I packed 90% of the stuff the night before. I got up early. I'm like, all right, I'll get the rest of this shit. Just a few things, camp chairs, cooler, et cetera, et cetera. While lifting the cooler, I overexerted and I had to run. And I don't run often, but it was like a run, like I'm holding something between my ass cheeks and I don't want it to hit the floor. And I forgot to grab my phone, so I couldn't give Micah Rader the justice his bathroom deserves. I'm going to go ahead and give that a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's very wood poop there again. I didn't have my phone, and they even thought of that. They put little word searches on the walls to find funny bathroom words like poop and toilet paper. There was also a maze that you could do. Different soaps, the fan in there. I mean, nothing like getting sucked up, or it got everything out of there. You know, it was great. Different lighting settings. You can control it with your phone. It's a little rave party in there while you're taking a shit. It was very good. Very good. Plenty of room, adequate seat space.
Your knees aren't hitting anything?
Yeah, no, it was good. They even had a poo stool in there. I didn't use it, a squatty potty. I didn't need it because, like I said, I cracked that cork off and it was to the races.
Now,
so
all they're missing is a bidet.
Yeah, so that brings me to the next shitter review that I'm going to do. Brett and Amanda's house. In their bathroom, they have a heated bidet, and there are different pressure settings, which I'm sure I'm going to need. So,
is it one of those things that you gotta I don't know, like when you get a gauge? You remember when the kids used to put gauges in their ears and stuff like that? You can't go to the max gauge. You kind of got to work your way
up to it. Yeah,
you got to do that with the bidet, the pressure settings.
Probably. I know it's a sliding scale. I haven't used it yet. Maggie said she used it, but it's so I guess there's 2 settings. You got obviously front for the females and rear for everybody else. I guess I could clean the back of my balls off if I wanted to. So that's a cool thing. Get all that cheese out of there. But I guess
pressure was so hard it took my butthole virginity.
I lost 3 layers of ball skin. Yeah. So I'm excited to see how that is. You know, I'm assuming it's warm water. I think cold would wake you up. That'd be cool if there was a setting.
Oh, so you know what I've been doing? Like when I take a shower, I'd start doing some research and shit.
Cold plunges.
I don't let warm water touch my head when I take a shower. You know, go clean the body off, and then when I'm ready to do the face and beard and hair and stuff like that, I just crank up the cold water and let that go. Dude, it actually works. It's a wake up call.
It's
I
very good
feel
for you.
energized. I feel different throughout the day than I normally would have if I was using hot water.
Yes, cold water is such a good thing for you. I do the same. Yeah, cold showers, and you just gotta grit your teeth through it, and it's good for your heart health,
Mm-hmm.
mental health. It just, like you said, energizes you. It's great. We talked about getting a little cold plunge tub out back, but I don't want all the homeless people out there thinking they can just come and shower in it. Because I'm going to set it up and then not tear it down.
Speaking of,
Ooh.
so I had 2 drivers that I managed to tell me that they saw this on the way through downtown Pittsburgh. Both same customer. They cross each other. One was on a morning route. The other one was starting his afternoon route. They cross each other. They come back to the warehouse and they're like, "Hey, did you see that?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "See what?" So they both drove past an older female, giving certain actions to a man in an alleyway in downtown Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Like, not even trying to hide it. Like, this was out in the open in the alley. Like,
I was going to say, for 2 drivers to see it.
Like, this is up front. Like, this is like you enter the alley, you're seeing the action being done.
Wow.
And I was told the guy was just
lounging
back like that,
just enjoying it, as he should.
Things you see in the city, huh?
He probably paid for it.
Maybe. I mean, you're looking. It's like 11, 12 o'clock in the morning. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Are these women extending their hours? Hours of operations that have changed.
See, I mean,
where do you find those notes?
There's a whole untapped resource, right? Of clientele. I would assume. You think the witching hours, midnight to 4 a.m. is where you're going to get most of your business, but apparently not. This guy here was like, I just had my morning coffee. Time to get a little sloppy, and here we are.
Are the day broads more expensive than the night broads? Like, maybe
because of risk factor. If you're doing it out in the open, you got to throw like an extra 20.
Is it like a different experience? Because I don't know if you could. So you've never really worked warehouse. There's a different breed of cat that between whoever works overnight and whoever works daylight.
I believe it.
Like, the people that work overnight are fucking kind of nuts. Ones work daylight are a little bit more mellow, relaxed, easier to deal with.
So you're getting the midnight warehouse crew out there, like they're going to hit a bar for just slugging it down, and they're like, "Hey, it's my 2 a.m. and I'm ready."
Yeah.
That's a whole thing.
Where
can we look that up?
I wonder if they have like apps for that. I wonder if it's like a Pokemon Go situation.
Pokemon Ho, Poke Ho. Hey, we could develop something like that.
Oh, here we go. First episode back. We're giving ideas to the world.
Yeah. Magoo in Paradise. Finding Magoo season 3.
Working 2 episodes working on an app, Pokeho.
Yeah. And he's in app development now with all the drug money he made from all those single moms in the community.
Now all the single moms are his hoes.
Yeah. It's perfect. They're on the app. I mean, it's only a matter of time before pimping becomes digital, right?
Yeah.
I just watched that episode of King of the Hill, R.I.P. Dale Gribble. We missed carrying around a little pocket sand for him. But where they thought Hank was a pimp, which was cool. So that was fun. The guys at work really enjoyed that, by the way. I feel like I guess you could just cash app your pimp money. I don't know how that works.
I mean, you could put it. I mean, I guess that would be like the easiest thing to do. You know?
No money changing hands.
There's no like.
Do whores have bank accounts? tricks, I
Maybe.
guess you could say. I mean, I don't know. I just
I
thought they're
those auto loaded bank cards.
right. They just got like a QR code on their ass of like, here, pay
What's
me.
that? What's that new? What's that? One debit card they promote for
Chime.
like this is Chime, or like the one that they do is like green something where that's
Yeah.
Teach your kids how to budget.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, well, we can't cross that line first episode back. Leave the kids out of it. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
So touch on, one of the reasons why it's been so long since we've recorded. It's all on me.
Oh no.
For the most part.
First of all, it's all Alex's fault for not sending you that fucking.
Yeah, that started the snowball.
Dude, it's been what, 3 months?
Yeah.
I just seen him at Meat Fest. I'm like, dude, you gotta come on. He's like, I'm gonna send it to him today, and then he got fucking blackout drunk. So
that started the snowball effect, and the rest of it was all me. I got super busy at work. I was spending weekends every other week. I was going and doing some things for work and stuff, and then now I'm even more busier because I fired my transportation counterpart.
Nice,
because he's stupid.
Well, stupid doesn't work.
No. So finally had a free weekend.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I know the last time we talked about it, you were in Kentucky. All down there. Anything fun happened down there? Any good food?
No, they're all weird, lazy. So the people, the group that works down there, so working in warehousing, this is a group of people in management that left 11 drop trailers sitting on their lot untouched, just letting it build up. There was a weekend that they had they couldn't get to their live loads on Friday. They had two live load drivers just sitting on their yard for the weekend because they couldn't get to it on that Friday.
Holy
That's
shit.
like a no because you're paying like 3 layover fees.
Jesus.
And as a person who used to bill for that stuff, those are expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds like a lot of money. Are they just like not wanting to work? They don't have the manpower? They just...
It's Louisville, Kentucky.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. All right.
The workforce in Louisville, Kentucky is hot garbage.
All right. That explains it.
If any of them listen to this podcast, they already know because I've told them they're hot garbage.
Perfect. Fuck you, Louisville, Kentucky yard workers, warehouse workers, you hot garbage sons of bitches.
But yeah, little hectic the last few months.
Sounds like it. We hit our 1-year anniversary of our company, and they're like, "Hey, let's up the crazy." So we're gonna bring on more. I shouldn't say crazy. Yeah, fuck it. Craziness. We're gonna add more individuals to the mix with more problems. So I told Tice to get ready to start patching holes in the walls because we've already got 3, and more's coming. I
mean, honestly, is an overall better environment.
Oh, fuck yeah! Like it's
okay. That's all that matters.
1,000% worth it. And I've got a lot of. I'm going to send you this. I don't know why I did this. So I'm beta testing iOS 17, and when I clicked on this picture, there's like a little, like on the bottom how they have like the trash can, the heart, the little send box or whatever. This thing just popped up as a fork and knife with a circle around it and stars. I'm going to send this to you, and I don't know why that popped up, but it did. We had this. We were trying to figure out how this could happen. One of our individuals left that on the bathroom floor for us. Completely clean though. Clean drop. Like didn't hit the legs. No cheek action.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's something that would come out of my dog.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know how the crunchy bits get in there, you know? Perfect.
It rolled too.
Yeah.
You can see a little
Yeah, but
skid on the side.
Absolutely clean. It was a one plop drop, and there was no like nothing. We were surprised. So we get more of that, which I'm excited for.
Looks like the filling they spread in a store bought burrito.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's fun. We've got a lot of that going on.
So I mean, since we haven't touched on anything over the last few months, lots changing in the world here.
A lot. Yes, I was just trying to rack my brain on some of the more important things in life, like the passing of Dale Gribble.
Yeah. I don't know but since our last episode had Anheuser-Busch completely fucked themselves.
Not completely.
I think it might have been the beginning of it.
Beginning
and
of
then
it.
we didn't know the downturn until a few weeks after.
Yeah. Yeah. So those dumbasses, Jesus Christ, they're what?
They're spending even more money trying to fix that shit.
And they're what, like $4.5 million in the hole?
400. I think they hit billion.
Billion? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think they lost because sales just tanked. Like
I seen that they have a rebate where you can get like $10 back or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Now you're paying people to drink your beer.
So here's the problem with that, right? You know, I think typically the general public doesn't fucking care what you do in your personal time. But the general public does care if you're constantly shoving it down their throats.
Yes.
I don't know why anybody would think it's a good idea.
Yeah, no, like any company, not just Bud or Anheuser, just like Target. We haven't touched on Target, right? And they're selling what was it? Trans clothing for children, and they were like basically child baiting, trying to get them to do all that shit.
I think Target is what everybody thought Wayfair was a few years ago.
That's fair. I seen the video though that was so good. It was the grown adult male that went in and put on one of the transgender bathing suits. And he came out and they're like, "Sir, please, you have to change." This shit all hanging out. They're like, "You have to change." They're like, "Why? See, it covers everything. It covers everything." Just clearly not. Just making a mockery of Target, which was cool. But you go woke, you go broke. I mean, that's how it is.
I mean, I think we're to a point where you can figure out it's not just a saying. The last few Disney movies.
Oh yeah.
Disney or Marvel movies have not done well. I mean, they've done well in the box office, but not to the height of their predecessors.
What's the next one that's coming out? Isn't like the Captain Marvel, but it's just
the Marvels.
The Marvels, yeah, it's all women. That's gonna do real well.
So I don't even know if you noticed, but ABC had to play the entire series of Miss Marvel that was a Disney Plus exclusive on ABC for a weekend. And the reason why that is when they showed the first preview of the Marvels, all the casual Marvel fans, the ones that don't read the comic books, the ones that don't really follow all that shit, they were like, "Who the fuck is this girl?"
Oh, yikes.
So, like, none of them watched any of that shit on Disney Plus. Disney Plus also, there's been a rumor that they're going to crack down on password sharing next year.
God damn, like everybody's doing that now. And the funny thing is Netflix was the one that encouraged password sharing, and now they're turning around and saying, "No, you can't do that." And then they tried to implement it, and then they got fucked real hard on it because people were canceling and bitching and everything else, and then they kind of like backed off. So
they lost like 20 million subscribers that first week.
Yeah. Okay. Like huge hit.
They already can't afford to not lose that because they're already, draining money down the toilet.
Yeah. Well, so what else Disney wise? I'm trying to think of what the other movie was. Oh, everybody freaking out because Ariel was black. I mean, what's insert?
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Like,
What's more? It's a fucking mermaid. I mean,
yeah, like the mermaids are already not real.
yeah. So we're gonna worry about what
Like,
color her skin is. I don't know.
yeah, I have a bigger issue with them not having actual dwarves playing the dwarves in the new upcoming Snow White movie.
What?
Yeah, they don't. They had CGI
That's
like
we're marching.
normal size actors
That's just like
because they feel like because Peter Dinklage came out like 2 years ago
fuck
and
him.
said, you know, it's time we move with the times.
It's the time we stand up to everybody.
Stop casting little people as dwarves and stereotyping them. And then you have all of these dwarf actors coming out and saying, you know, this is going to cut into our livelihood.
Yeah.
I don't know who made Peter Dinklage the
fucking poster
crown
child
prince of the little people, but you know,
fuck that. God damn it, Peter Dinklage. So now isn't that kind of like CGIing tall people to be small people? Isn't that like blackface?
yeah.
Like Jesus Christ.
Can't wait for that.
Oh, that's good.
I think the upcoming Willy Wonka movie, it's supposed to have like Timothy Chalamet as
that's gonna be cool.
They have Hugh Grant supposed to play the Oompa Loompas.
Okay. So that movie, I thought it was going to be like another Johnny Depp thing, and it's not. It's like a story about. It's like a backstory on Willy Wonka, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Different than a remake because we didn't need another remake of Gene Wilder. I mean,
we'll get another remake within the next 10 years.
That's true. So Snow White,
not anytime soon. Not anytime soon because there's a writer's strike.
That is also true. So Snow White, is she going to be white? Can we call it Snow White?
Yes. Also, this dumb bitch.
Who's playing her?
I don't know. Some unknown. She's a darker skinned white girl. She doesn't have skin as white as snow.
She's Ariana Grande. Rachel That bitch ain't white. Get the fuck out of here. She's Latina.
But she also said in an interview that she wanted this movie to show that women don't have to always rely on men to come to the rescue.
Jesus Christ.
Women can rescue themselves.
You know, let's just tear down Disney World because that's what you're trying to do right now. You're just getting rid of the legacy of Walt Disney, of fun movies that made childhood enjoyable, and now everybody wants to fucking bitch about it and be all PC. Can't you just sit down, shut up, and watch a goddamn movie without bitching about everything?
No, they can't.
Fuck. And now you got a fucking Mexican being Snow White. This is stop the world. I went off. This is just.
I keep seeing a clip pop up on my on all my feeds on social media, and it's like Andrew Schultz talking about how women for thousands of years were okay when we were going out and hunting those bears, and
yeah,
soon as there's AC in the workplace, they're like, we want to work.
Yeah.
We want equality.
Fuckers. Also, she was in West Side Story. Yeah, I didn't watch that. Don't care. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Haven't seen that one yet. Beauty and the Beast in 2016. Ariel and the Little Mermaid in 2017. What?
Those might have been the live
those
action,
were musicals. Yeah.
Those musicals they had on like ABC and shit.
So, oh my god. What? So what else haven't they redone yet? So is it going to be a girl kissing her? Is it going to be a guy kissing her? Like, are they going to do the kiss?
Who knows?
Is Rapunzel going to be a dude with long hair?
That's where we need to go.
Magoo's?
I mean,
growing his mully out. I mean,
men are already being better women than women are. So you know.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't Miss Universe was actually Mr. Universe, right? Isn't that something else that's happened in the past few months?
Something like that.
Like Mr. I don't even know what it was, New Zealand or something like that. It was clearly a man, and they're like, "Oh my God, we're so proud of you!" Like, why? Now you're you're shitting down everything that women did to accomplish what they were accomplished. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're clearly just coming out and saying, "Yeah, go ahead, this is fine. We don't want to be empowered women anymore. We want a man to come in here and do it for us." Like, you're backtracking here.
These men could put on women face, but I can't go out there and be black for a weekend like Robert Downey Jr. and Tropic Thunder.
It's what's the world coming to? It's a shame. Although we could recreate Rapunzel with Magoo in Paradise, season 3 crossover. He's got his mullet. We can use the P window right here, and he could let. We got to come up with a different name though than Rapunzel. Let down your long mullet, and it's just him like whipping his mullet out the window.
Ay, Rasputin.
Fuck you, what? He just comes out with a fucking cigarette, just flopping in his lips, taking a piss out the window. That'd be great.
Rasputin lit down your hair. It's just a golden stream of urine.
Yes. And then it's just R. Kelly playing in the background.
I believe I can fly.
That's so good. What else happened in the past 3 months? That really expensive ship got turned into a crushed pop can, which I think is,
like after all that stuff came out, like
it was fake.
Are we surprised that shit didn't work?
No, not at all. Like
you didn't even get experienced submarine
engineers,
operators,
any of that
to fucking run this thing. Like you got Jimmy off of the corner.
It's honestly, it sounds like an idea that we would come up with at Guys Weekend, and then we're just like, hey, we had all this money to do it, and we're like, fuck it, let's try it. And then
but here's the difference. We would probably go. We would like do it in the lake.
Yeah. We're not. Yeah,
like, we're not gonna go like fucking 2,000 feet below sea level.
No Marina's Trench. Okay, we're going to the bottom of Tynesta Lake, maybe.
The craziest thing was learning what happens when a
billionaires have money to waste.
Something like that. It like implodes.
Oh, it's insane.
Underwater.
Yeah, like it was a quick death for him. So, thank God for that.
You know who deserves all the praise.
The stepson that was
the stepson for living his best
the
life.
Blink-182 concert. Like, please pray for my family. But here I am rocking out. Woo!
Yep.
The show's
good
killer.
for him. Good for him. You know that little fucker's not in that will.
That's probably why he was posting.
Yeah, maybe. Unless he thought he was in the will.
Yeah.
Like mom's always telling him, you're gonna inherit.
Yeah,
all this
one day this will all be yours.
Yeah.
You notice mom wasn't on that little fucking pop can.
Yeah, she knew better.
Yeah.
She probably was invited and was like,
I'm good. She's still persona number 1 to inherit all that shit. So now she's living her best life. She's got a new man lined up, just ready to rock. Let's spend my dead husband's billions. And then what would be even more fucked up is if they come up with a better submarine that works better than his, and they like go down to like retrieve more of the scraps and stuff, because they found some of it, I thought. But
they found
allegedly
some of the scrap. The bodies are vaporized.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can talk about the media and how the probably imploded like 3 days before the media finally said, "Hey, they're done."
Under pressure, which would have been just that's the internet stays undefeated for those memes, by the way. They wasted no time. You've got the Alabama Sweet Tea Party 2.0 going on. That was a wild thing there. Homie's got to retire those Crocs since he got blown clear out of them.
I got to watch the American Gladiators docuseries on Netflix.
I just seen that I just seen an advertisement for that yesterday when I pulled up Netflix. Was it any good?
Really good.
Sweet. I'm gonna have to watch that now.
My wife did not know what American Gladiators was, and I was completely disappointed.
I mean, we already know Maggie has no idea. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. I want to watch it. I really want one of those tennis ball guns.
Oh yeah, for sure. We could probably. Here we go.
Here it is.
Magoo.
Yes.
You would think it's probably the same makeup as like a potato gun.
But with compressed air.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing this.
Pop, 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 pop. Oh. Ooh, so next guys weekend,
we're gonna.
I'm bringing up my. I'm purchasing an actual Gel Strike gun. The one that's got like 3 different settings, and I'm cranking that motherfucker up to the highest setting.
Yes.
I'm popping. I hope Logan's up there.
You know, funny thing about Logan, he hasn't been around in a few weeks. I think he got a little upset because we kept it real, and he went back to his other friends. So we're on the back burner for right now. Which, I mean, all right, whatever. We'll see you when you come back around. I guess when you get tired of your other friends, you'll come back to us, and you'll know where we'll be on Mondays. He's actually supposed to come here and get his Grom today, which he hasn't texted me. I didn't hear him fire it up. So for all I know, he could be standing right here on the steps listening to it. Hi, Logan.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't know. He might be up there. I guess the next one's going to be January.
We're not doing an October one this year. Oh, because I guess we got the weddings and stuff.
Fucking all these people have to get married and shit. Dumbasses. Which I guess after this, there's really only one more wedding we'd have to go to, which would be my curators if they ever decide to tie the knot, which hopefully they give that some time because I'm tired of going to weddings. Do you remember the wedding we talked about with Maggie's cousin? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they canceled it. and I guess it's happening in like next weekend, Indian Festival, because she was like, oh, hey, we just decided to backtrack on that, and it's just going to be a small ceremony. We moved it up, and we think it'd be better for, I guess, the whole like family's fighting, and his best man, which was his brother, is no longer the best man, and they're all just, it's a whole big clusterfuck, but it all imploded. Jesus. Like we figured their marriage is going to do by Christmas.
So let me get this straight. So there was a wedding. The wedding was scheduled. Mm-hmm. They decided that they thought they were going to postpone it. Mm-hmm. And then they thought that they were going to elope.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And then cancel. And now they're going to get married.
Yes. They tried to go back to the original date of 2024, sometime next year. And then they were just like, whoop, August 18th or August 19th is the wedding date. Like it came out of nowhere. Like they did the whole, I think that was Christmas. Yeah. Cause that's when Brett was, so we're sitting down at grandma's, right? So they're in the living room and like, we're in the kitchen and it's, you know, it's like Nan and Pap's house, living room, dining room right there. And just fucking, and Brett had a few cocktails and he was just like, fuck this way, just going on. And she could clearly hear that we were discussing the fact that nobody wanted to go to this wedding, that nobody cares about it. She's an odd being and he's a weirdo that probably takes it in the ass, which whatever you do, you do. But that's when they gave out the bridal party gifts or whatever. And it was like a champagne flute. I don't know what it is. All I know is I stuffed a bunch of trail bologna and cheese into Maggie's so we could take it home. And then she didn't like the fact that I did that with her gift. And then Maggie was really upset because she was upset. I'm like, you know what, you guys, fuck all that. So then they decided, hey, let's just back it up to August. And I think the only person going to that wedding will be Pam. So kudos to you, Pam. Thanks for.
You sure Maggie's not going to end up going?
No, because we're going to the cabin. Wow. Kudos to Pam for representing all of us there at the wedding. Make sure you stand up when they say people want to object. Let them know that I wholeheartedly object to it. Schmanden, the rest of the Guys Weekend podcast listening pool, they all object to this wedding.
Then you know what? You can't. Don't speak for me.
I won't.
I want to see this wedding because I like to see beautiful disasters.
Oh, it's a clusterfuck. Like
I like to see spectacular crash and burns.
I want to put a board together of when it falls apart. Or like the first text that Maggie receives of their first marital spat of he's staying at his mom's house, or he said something like that. And then it's because it's not gonna just be that. It'll be, I think we're gonna get divorced. He's moving out, whatever. And then we'll be back to fucking square one, planning our third wedding. I would hope at the third wedding, like grandma would step in and be like, yo, maybe like third wedding and you're not even 30 yet. Maybe you should just, I don't know,
Call it a day.
Call it a day. Go get some dick somewhere else. Like, it's okay to date people. Like, you don't have to, marry them right away. I think they're doing it still for insurance purposes, but his insurance can't be that good. What does she need insurance for? Is she pregnant? Oh, Jesus. Shotgun wedding? That's going to be one weird looking fucking kid. Because this dude's like 5'3", and she's 7'1", looking like Slender Man. So this baby's going to be right there in the middle, looking like Djokovic from the NBA. Like, it's going to be weird. But yeah, so that's the wedding. Speaking of wedding, there's music involved in weddings. I stumbled across this list of, which it kind of shocked me, these artists. There's 10 artists that have never won a Grammy. Number one on that list, because they were talking about, I can't remember where I was listening to this, probably the radio. And they were talking about how Beyonce has 30, she now holds the record for like 32 Grammys or something like that. And it's like, what the fuck? So these bands don't have one. The Beach Boys
don't have a Grammy at all.
Grammy at all. The Doors, the Grateful Dead, Guns N' Roses, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Journey, Bob Marley, Iggy Pop.
Journey?
Yeah.
Does not have a Grammy.
No.
And
number 10, the one that shocked me just as much as Journey, Queen. No Grammys.
So
I look back.
Queen's one of those bands I feel like became more popular after Freddie Mercury.
Oh, definitely. But I look back at it as that's back when music was actually written by
one or two people instead of 16.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, they have all these bands that just don't. But now you have Beyonce, who's got 32 Emmys now, and they're basically just handing it to her because she's Beyonce. Sloppy, real sloppy. I don't like that. But I've also been rocking out to just before we got on here, Nelson.
Oh yeah,
Love and Affection,
underrated,
so good. I didn't realize how famous their family really was.
Oh yeah, their dad was a sitcom star from like the 50s.
Yeah, Ozzie and Harriet, and then I guess Mom's brother is Mark Hammond.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh wow, whole star-studded cast there. But yeah, I listened to an interview with Matthew, I think is one of them. But yeah, just great, just rocking out up here. It's the neighbors can't hear it because it's on the laptop, but so good. Just a lot of cool things with music. Hip hop turned 50. It's been a lot of that going around, which was cool.
Who tracks that shit though? Like,
yeah.
So hip hop's been around since 1973.
I guess that would be the first on record. I don't know like how they figured that out.
Is there a selection on Apple Music that I can look up and say 1970s rap?
Let me look. Probably. I have it up right here. Oh shit, I didn't realize they're doing like a stadium tour for Hip Hop 50. Yankee Stadium?
Oh god.
Jesus Christ, it smelled like never mind.
So did you see also
70s?
Steve Perry is returning to Journey.
Is he really?
For a tour.
There, there is not. Oh, wait a minute. This says, I guess it would be rap, right? No, it's hip hop.
70s
Hip hop.
hip hop.
There's a playlist, but Schoolboy Q is not from the 70s.
I don't see. I see pop hits,
Yeah, no.
80s hip hop essentials. I think. I think we're being played.
Yeah, because I don't know.
What sound? I think a group of people got together and said, "What sounds more impressive, 40 years of hip hop or 50 years of hip hop?"
We know they can't count anyway.
Let's go with 50. It's a nice round number. People tend to celebrate something that's hit 50.
So on Google here, there is it says hip hop 50, and it's a lot of Diggable Planets, Redman, Method Man, Gaza, all that shit. Why is it the 50th anniversary of hip hop? LL Cool J, Ja Rule, T.I., and more are celebrating the 50th anniversary. It's been 50 years since DJ Kool Herc started a cultural revolution in the Bronx, known today as hip hop. They were keeping track of that shit in the Bronx. Get the fuck out of here.
That's one of those things where
August 11th, 1973, the first elements of hip hop emerged when Clive Campbell, also known as DJ Kool Herc, played music at his sister's back to school party in the Bronx, showcasing his innovative turntable skills. The Jamaican American would go back and forth between two copies of the same record, creating a fresh new sound with the short drum break, according to History.com. He called his turntable trick the merry-go-round. Years later, it became known as the breakbeat, one of the first elements of hip-hop, which also includes emceeing, DJing, graffiti writing, and beatboxing.
It's one of those things where it's like pictures or else it didn't happen.
And it's a picture of a really old black guy. So, I mean, I guess this could be DJ Kool, because he would be, what, like 70 now? If this was his sister's back to school party?
Are we, isn't that kind of, we're kind of spreading that a little thin.
Very thin.
That story is pretty thin. I'm not saying that he didn't create it, but when did hip hop become like mainstream where the people actually?
LL Cool J broke out into this music scene in 1984 with his hit single "I Need a Beat." So I guess he was kind of inspired by that, which then you had the Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight, which was 1979, which was the first. It's referred to as the first rap hit. I would agree with that. I like it. And then LL Cool J just goes on and just talks about, we would beat on the lunch tables and rap to each other. Even if you were terrible, we all just did it. Okay. T.I. used to sing. First rap song I can remember memorizing was LL Cool J's "I'm Bad." Ja Rule, always on time. Jeez. I mean, that's cool. T.I.'s my favorite rapper, and they're coming to the Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium for a Tacos and Tequila tour with Ying Yang Twins and a bunch of other folks. All right, so no, there's not a hip hop playlist. So it was accredited to the start of hip hop. All right. I mean, cool, I guess. That's fine.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Seems to be a bit of a stretch. I understand it, but you didn't really have any hip hop come out from 73 to 79. Well, I mean, I guess Rapper's Delight would have been, Sugar Hill Gang would have been the first like hip hop thing. Interesting. Do we have like a 50th anniversary of white people doing weird shit?
Well, that's been happening for centuries.
Yeah. Open a history book, I guess.
Yeah.
I've gotten 3 tattoos since our last podcast.
I saw the recent one.
Yeah. So that's been a fun
Were any of these tattoos done sober?
No. None of them.
I thought most places didn't allow you to get a tattoo while you're drunk.
Well, I wasn't drunk. I mean, shouldn't have been driving, but I wasn't drunk. Could they smell it on me when we came in there? Absolutely. Did they wonder why I went out to smoke so many cigarettes as I just sat in front of the shop and drank beer out of the truck? Sure. But they were cool with it. And then after, like, would have been which one? The Toad? The Toad. They came out and drank a beer with us. They're like, hey, you can bring it in. I'm like, all right, cool. Get down. So that was fun. One of the guys at work got me hooked on this game on Xbox called Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. It's like a Horizons, whatever, like the people that did Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically like it keeps my autism in line. And he's like, hey, I don't know how to play this game. He's like, will you download it on your Xbox and, help me play this? I'm like, yeah, whatever, sure. So I downloaded it. Next thing you know, I'm just fucking glued to it. And like we went down to see Chuck and Sammy a couple weekends ago. And I told Chuck, I'm like, hey man, don't, because he was asking for like different games for the kids to play and all that while they're at work. And they mentioned Grounded and all that other shit. And I said, well, this game would be good. I said, it keeps them in line. And I said, the next thing you know, fucking 3 hours have gone by. He's like, oh yeah, what is it? I'm like, don't play it. I said, you're gonna get hooked. And next thing you know, goddamn, that Saturday he played for a couple hours in the morning. We went to lunch, came back, played for a few hours in the afternoon, and then the wives went to go pick up dinner, and we hooked up another Xbox in his gaming room, and we played from 5 o'clock till 2 in the morning. And then Chuck was supposed to go to work on Sunday. He gets up at 9. I'm like, sweet, I'll get up, be home by noon. He gets up 9:15. We're back to it. We didn't leave their house till like 6. He called off work again, and we just sat there and played it all fucking day. So the last tattoo that I have, which is a pig, out of the Get What You Get.
So I finally bought Cyberpunk.
Yes. Did you get the add-on?
Yeah, it was because it was like $21 on the Microsoft Store. So
yes,
I went and did that. Started setting everything up. I did not realize how graphic just setting up your player could be.
Yes. You can be very well endowed.
My 14-year-old daughter is sitting in the living room with me, and I'm thinking it says genitalia. And I'm like, all right, well maybe it's just assigning gender. Nope. You could go small dick, medium dick, big dick, uncirc dick, vagina, and it shows everything.
Yes.
And when you switch between the dicks, there's a little floppage.
There is. Yes, they are very very in depth.
And my daughter was in the room while I was doing all of this.
So what dick size did you go with?
Medium,
All right. I think I went full packer on there because I knew there were sex scenes in the game.
Yeah.
But
so I've only hit one sex scene so far in the
first. Game. Were you banging a hooker?
No, I actually didn't get that yet. Okay. I mean, I'm not going out of my way.
I mean, not that I did that either.
I mean, I will today because I'm the only one at the house.
Oh,
but
perfect.
I will. I wasn't going out of my way. So the first one I like in storyline was with Pan Am. You haven't gotten that point where you're the avocados or whatever their names are. The one nomad group you're working with to find the one doctor.
Oh, I know who Pan Am is, but the sex scene I'm thinking of came towards the end of the game.
Oh no, I did that to be. I'm only like 20% into the game.
All right, so it's definitely not the final one then.
We did it in a tanker.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, that is the one.
That is the one.
Yeah. No. Tanker or a tank?
And we did a tank.
Okay, in the tank. Yeah, it's real like CGI and yeah. Yeah, so I guess I just did that story out of order. There's also another one that if you play as a female character, you can have a little clam slam in action. You'll come to a raid, and it's one of the suits, whatever her name was. She shows up. You can play it off to it if you're a dude, but you have to do all the right things that lead up to it. Sex aside in that game, it's really fun.
I'm really enjoying the game.
Yeah, it's super cool. I'd like to play it again and enjoy it on my Xbox instead of my iPad, but
there's still what we 3 years after the release.
Yeah,
there's still some glitches. There are times that the some of the NPCs are walking around and they'll start walking up the steps and be like 3 feet above the steps as they're walking up.
Yeah. Did you find the gun yet?
Which gun?
The gun that talks to you.
No.
Okay. Keep in mind, I don't know if I want to. You might have already heard about it. You can either choose lethal or non-lethal.
No, I haven't read anything.
Okay. Well, then I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. You make that decision. We'll see how it happens. That one's really cool. So I did the gorilla arms, and I got them all the way up to like orange, I think was the highest you could go. Dude, and just beating the shit out of people is so awesome. Like I got into like that fighting ring that you go around and you fight all the people. Dude, so much fun. Super cool.
Purchased. They had a deal for Fallout 4 and Skyrim for like $15.
Damn.
Purchased that package just so like I know I could play it on Game Pass and shit like that, but it's not like you could play with all the add-ons and shit.
True.
On Game Pass, so I did that. Then that way I can get Skyrim came with the anniversary edition and shit on there, so I was like, all right, I've already beat Fallout 4 multiple times, so this time I'm using mods.
Yeah.
And the wife was like, why are you using all the cheat mods? I was like, because I'm playing this game from start to finish, going scorched earth on everything.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. I think I still have my Xbox One disc downstairs of Skyrim the anniversary, because when I upgraded Xboxes, I couldn't play my, so that would have been 360 at the time that Skyrim came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I bought the fucking anniversary edition, and it had all the mods in there, and I plugged it in. Me and Magoo, that's back at Liberty Lane. I took my TV outside and set it out there on the table when we sat there and played, and I'm summoning dragons, and I've got like 10 million health, and I'm just like fist fighting dragons and shit. It was wild.
So they didn't have this image released the last podcast we did, but have you seen the PS5 Spider-Man 2 bundles?
No.
Holy shit! Go look that up. You're gonna drop money on that. I guarantee you.
God damn it! PS5 Spider-Man. Oh boy, first thing that popped up. Oh, that thing is fucking dope. Oh my god, I want it. I'm buying the controller for sure.
The controller is fucking sick as shit.
Can I buy the controller?
I think it only comes with the bundle. I mean, I guess you can go and get a custom made controller or something, but
I better be able to buy that fucking controller, because I will. Oh, I can.
Oh, really?
Pre-order. I'm in right now. God damn it, Josh. All right, cool. Yeah, fuck the bronze controller. I want this one.
I think the whole thing's sick, but I thought the controller was pretty sweet.
The controller is fucking sweet, dude.
Like I told like that if I'm gonna get a PS5, that's gonna be the one.
That's the one for sure. That thing is cool as fuck. Speaking of PS5, I just oh man, I just fucked everything up here. God damn it. See, you got me over here just fucking around. I just purchased Baldur's Gate 3. Pre-ordered it, and That doesn't come out till September 6th.
Have you seen
I
all
think,
the?
and then I get like 4 days
all
prior to that. But that
playing
looks
the beta.
really cool. And Maggie doesn't know it yet, but she's buying me Spider-Man 2 for our anniversary. So
have you seen all the people playing the?
she didn't have any
beta?
plans because that's what I'm doing.
Can you hear me?
And it's not anything crazy. It's like what, our 6th year anniversary, so it's not like a big one that we have to go do anything. We go to dinner and I can play Spider-Man. She can take a nap. Bye now. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Out of stock. Fuck you, bitch. It's pre-order. It won't let me do it. No, Josh, I cannot hear you. Josh.
Hey.
Fumbled the bag right there. Now it's out of stock. All because I signed in. God damn it. Well, Josh, it's been fun. It wouldn't be a podcast return without fucking something going wrong. For the Guys Weekend podcast, it's been Josh Tenney and myself. We're back, fuckers!
Later.